Minister in the Presidency for Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, Sindisiwe Chikunga, says the banking system needs to be friendly to women. Speaking at the Global Conference on Financial Inclusion and Women Empowerment held at Sun City outside Rustenburg in the Northwest, Chikunga says access to capital continues to be a challenge for female business owners whose applications are often tossed aside by systemic barriers. SABC News reporter Teboho Pagedi spoke to the minister about some of the challenges women face.
Let us talk about government funding or assistance from government where these women, having businesses seeking this assistance. You find an application saying you should be below 35, you should be having a business, you should be operating for this many years. What is the pattern there as far as, government assisting female or women-led businesses?
In fact, to apply for support financially from government, it doesn't have any age limit at all. So it doesn't matter whether you are 40 years, you are 60 years of age, you can be supported by government. Indeed, it is true that people also complain about barriers. One of the issues that we raised in our speech was the issue of barriers, which is experienced by people that are already in business. And we are saying to them, come to us and tell us as to where those barriers are, so that as a department we can engage our sister departments to say, but if you are talking about this, then of course women will not be able to access those funds. And that is why you also are talking about the banking system in South Africa, which is the private sector. And I was happy to listen to the lady who is from the private sector to say, don't leave us out, because we too have an important role to play in ensuring that from the private sector, from the corporates in the private sector, women have access to that. And for me, that was an important message. So yes, indeed, the barriers can be within us as government, can be in the private sector, can be in the region. For instance, if you talk the transportation of goods in the region, sometimes there are difficulties experienced in crossing the borders of countries, different countries, because of regulations that get passed and promulgated by different countries. That make it very difficult for women who are small businesses or medium businesses, entrepreneurs, to actually transport their goods or participate in the transportation of goods. And these are the issues that we believe we need to look into so that we can exclude or minimize those barriers that make it difficult for women to transport or participate in the transportation of goods and therefore be transporters.